Cash confidence. Building a business that breathes. Every business, no matter the size or industry, has one thing in common. It lives and dies by cash flow. Revenue might get all the attention, but it's cash, the money actually moving in and out, that determines whether you can pay your team, stock your shelves, or keep the lights on. Think of cash flow as the oxygen of your business. You can have a great product, loyal customers, and even strong profits on paper, but without enough oxygen, the business suffocates. That's why learning to manage cash flow is less about accounting and more about survival. And the exciting part? With the right approach, it's not only survival, it's the key to thriving. In this audiobook, we'll explore how you can take control of your cash, avoid unnecessary stress, and unlock the freedom to focus on what really matters: growth, opportunity, and impact. The silent struggle. Behind the success stories you see on social media, many business owners are fighting battles few talk about. A client pays late, and suddenly payroll feels like a mountain. An unexpected expense pops up, and cash reserves vanish. Orders are coming in, yet somehow the account balance is shrinking instead of growing. Sound familiar? You're not alone. Studies show that poor cash flow is one of the top reasons businesses fail. Not lack of sales, not lack of passion, but simply running out of money at the wrong time. But here's the encouraging truth. Most of these problems are preventable with the right system in place. Once you start treating cash flow as the central system of your business, just like the circulatory system in the body, you can spot issues earlier, correct course faster, and breathe easier every day. Imagine two businesses, both earning the same revenue. One has a simple system to monitor cash daily, while the other wings it, reacting only when problems arise. 6 months later, the difference is obvious. One is steady, confident, and planning ahead. The other is scrambling, borrowing, and burning out. Which one would you rather be? The hidden gold in paying smart. One of the fastest ways to create breathing room is by rethinking how you pay suppliers. Most invoices carry hidden opportunities. Terms like 2, 10, net 30 aren't just numbers. They're a chance to save. Pay within 10 days and you get a discount. Skip it and you pay the full amount. At first glance, a 2% discount seems tiny, but repeat that across thousands of dollars in expenses, and it snowballs into real money. Even more, when you consistently pay early, suppliers notice. Relationships improve, negotiations become easier, and doors open to better deals you never thought possible. Managing cash isn't always about making more. It's often about keeping more of what you already earn. That's the kind of thinking that strengthens your foundation and builds trust at the same time. Taxes without the surprise. For many entrepreneurs, taxes feel like an ambush. You're cruising along, then suddenly a giant bill arrives, draining the account in one painful swoop. But here's the secret. It doesn't have to be that way. Smart business owners treat taxes as a year-round strategy, not a seasonal scramble. They spread payments out, track deductions, and time expenses wisely. This way, tax season feels predictable, even boring. And boring is a good thing when it comes to money. Think of taxes like preparing for winter. You don't wait until the first snowstorm to gather firewood. You plan ahead, storing bit by bit, so when the cold arrives, you're ready. The same is true for cash. Preparing for taxes in small steps prevents the storm from ever overwhelming you. With the right system, you can stop dreading taxes and start using them as a tool to protect your cash. And yes, tools like Cashflow Mojo, linked in the description and comments, are built to make this much simpler. The power of seeing clearly. Imagine driving a car with mud on the windshield. You're moving, but every turn feels risky because you can't see what's ahead. That's how many businesses run without a cash flow system. Blind, guessing, and hoping nothing jumps out. Clarity is the game changer. When you know exactly what's coming in, what's going out, and what's left, decision-making becomes easier. Do you invest in marketing? Do you hire that new team member? Do you wait another month? With clear visibility, you stop gambling and start leading with confidence. Cashflow Mojo exists to give you that clarity. Not overwhelming spreadsheets, but simple, actionable insights you can use daily. That clarity is priceless because it gives you the confidence to act, not just react. Quick wins for cash flow. So what can you do today, right now, to improve your cash position? First, review your supplier agreements. Look for early payment discounts and use them. Second, break up your tax obligations. Set aside money regularly instead of waiting for a lump sum. Third, build a simple calendar of recurring expenses and income. Knowing when money comes in and when it leaves prevents surprises. And finally, automate what you can. The less you leave to chance or memory, the steadier your cash flow will be. These steps may feel small, but small actions done consistently stack into stability. It's like watering a plant. One drink won't do much, but regular care over time creates deep roots and healthy growth. Common traps that steal your cash. Even experienced entrepreneurs stumble into pitfalls that drain cash. Here are a few to avoid. Running blind, ignoring cash flow until it's too late. Missing supplier deadlines, losing discounts and trust. Treating taxes as an afterthought. Ending up with nasty surprises. Depending only on spreadsheets, missing the accuracy and forecasting that modern tools provide. The truth is, these traps don't discriminate. They catch startups and seasoned businesses alike. But awareness is power. Once you see the pitfalls, you can sidestep them and keep your business moving forward. Building your cash confidence. Here's the bottom line. Financial stability isn't luck, it's a choice. Every time you plan ahead, track closely, and use tools that give you clarity, you're building a stronger business. A business that can handle setbacks. A business that can grow without constant stress. A business that breathes. Think about what it would feel like to know your bills are covered months in advance. To see a cash cushion sitting in the bank, ready for emergencies. To say yes to growth opportunities without wondering if you can afford them. That peace of mind is priceless. Cashflow Mojo is one way to create that confidence. It's not about adding complexity, it's about giving you control. If you're ready to stop feeling uncertain and start feeling in command of your money, take a look at the link in the description and comments. That's your next step. Because at the end of the day, you don't just want to survive, you want to thrive. And thriving starts with confidence in your cash.